Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Welcome to Fairy Tale Theater. For centuries, storytellers have spun their tales of magic and enchantment for the young at heart. Some of your favorite actors, writers, and directors have come together to bring these classic tales to your home. Some are funny, some are romantic, and some are scary, like tonight's tale, about a little boy and girl who learn not to take candy from strangers. Hansel and Gretel.
Your father, the wretched man, and pray that he comes home with some money. Otherwise it'll be bread and nothing else for your supper.
Do you think Father will bring home money, Hansel? He took an awful lot of wood with him. It should be worth something.
There's a terrible famine in our land. Well, I'm afraid that nobody will have the money to buy Father's wood.
I wish our mother was still alive. Tell me what she was like again.
She was very beautiful. Very kind.
And you loved us all very much.
Don't worry, my children. Somehow everything will be all right. What we are about to receive, we thank the Lord. Amen.
Thank the Lord for this. That's a fine joke, husband.
Others are suffering as we are. God is wise in his ways. We must trust in him.
Pish posh. Nobody will look after us but us. Hansel, your hands are disgusting. Go and wash them immediately.
Yes, Mother.
And don't call me mother. I'm not your mother, and that is something to thank the Lord for.
Are you awake, wife?
Of course I'm awake, you fool. How can I possibly sleep when you're rolling around like a pig in the mud?
I looked in the larder tonight. There's but half a loaf of bread and nothing more. What's to become of us, and how am I to feed my poor children?
Half a loaf and the prospect of nothing more. We can barely feed ourselves on that.
I'm afraid we may all starve to death.
Can't sleep, Hansel. I'm too hungry.
Shh. Listen. I have given it much thought, or as much thought as one can give on an empty belly. Tomorrow we will take the children into the forest, deep into the forest. Do you understand? We shall give them each a piece of bread, a small piece, husband, and then we shall light a fire and tell the children to rest while we go and chop wood. When we are out of sight, we will sneak away, and then the children will not be able to find their way home. Then we shall be rid of them forever, and we will only have ourselves to worry about.
Leave my children in the woods to be devoured by wild beasts? No. I would rather starve to death myself.
And so you shall. And so shall I. And your precious children, too.
No. And I will hear no more about it.
Perhaps you misunderstand me, my sweet, my pet, my little strudel face. I don't mean that we should leave them in the forest to, God forbid, die.
Well, I know, but you said take them in the...
What I meant was that we should leave them there for somebody else to find. Someone better off than we are. After all, nearly everyone is better off than we are. Someone who can feed them and take care of them and clothe them properly. A man of property, perhaps, with a two-room house and a chicken or goose to spare.
Deep in the forest? What would a man of property be doing deep in the forest?
The prince. Royalty hunts in the forest. A barren prince with no issue of his own who will love and take care of the little darlings.
My Hansel a prince. And Gretel a princess.
Yes. So we mustn't be selfish and stand in the way of their happiness. Tomorrow, we will take them deep into the forest. And when things are better and the famine is gone from the land, we can have more children if you like. We can start now if you like, having more children.
Shh. You wake them.
Tomorrow, we can start to make noise again.
All right. Let it be done.
I knew that you'd see it my way. Now I can sleep easily.
Still, I feel sorry for the poor children.
Of course you do. And so do I. But it is for the best.
Did you hear? It's all over with us.
Don't fret, sister. I'll find a way to save us. Distress yourself, my dear little sister. Sleep quietly and dream of pretty little things. God will not forsake us, and all shall be well.
This is for your lunch, and don't eat it before because there won't be any more. Now come along and don't dawdle. We've got a long way to go.
What are you looking at, son? Mind where you're going.
I was just looking at my little white cat over there. He's sitting on the roof. He wants to say goodbye to me.
That isn't a cat, you stupid boy. It's simply the morning sun glinting on the chimney. Now come along before I take a switch to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hansel, stop lagging.
Come along, children.
Wretched child. Perfect. Perfect. This is the perfect place. Fire.
Gather some kindling, children. I will build a fire so that you will not be cold.
There are some good twigs here. This is a good one. Here's a very good one. This will burn very nicely. Hansel, get some twigs over there. And Gretel, don't just stand there. Gather some twigs.
There. Now you shall be nice and warm. And the wild beasts of the forest will not come near you as long as the fire burns.
Now, husband, off to your labors. You two children stay here by the fire. At noon, you may eat your lunch, and then if you're tired, you can lie down and rest. Your father and I are off to cut wood, and when we are finished, we shall come and fetch you.
And may God watch over you.
Stop that at once! You'll see them by and by, and your tender words will only serve to frighten them.